Hello everyone. Today um, I'm going to introduce the Canvas learning management system. First of all, I would like to mention the framework that I'm going to base my study on. Burgstahler in 2011 published an article on the famous IRRODL named Universal Instructional Design Principles for Moodle, and this researcher came up with 8 principles to evaluate any kind of um, learning management systems. So his design principles, like universal instructional design principles, are including 8 points, 8 principles like learning space, accessibility, flexibility, consistency, like being explicit, being supportive, and minimizing effort for the users. And here is another concept map you can see, like language processing, executable, learning, profile, visual, spatial, attention, etc. Now I will evaluate the canvas based on these 8 principles written by Burgstahler. Before we start evaluation, I would like to go deeper into the principles. So let's start with the first one. Executable reuse. Is all content online, anywhere, anytime principle, and is there a translator in the system? The second one is flexible use. Does the learning management system have mind maps, diagram displays, conferencing tools, video, audio presentation tools, like links to additional information, or choice of study topics? The third one is simple and intuitive use. Can students resume the course? Does the LMS have a simple interface? Can students reach the new posts directly using a link? Easy to navigate menus are available or not? And is there a search button? Is it supporting mobile interface? Is there text-only interface? Are there any offline resources that you can access without any connection to internet? The fourth one is perceptible information. For example, does it have customization tools like font size, masking, colors, screen preferences, etc.? Does it have text-to-speech applications, or can you play with the cursor and screen magnifiers? Do the students access the transcription of the materials or captions? The fifth one is, as you see here, tolerance for user error. For example, many times by mistake people click on send and the assignment is delivered to the instructor by mistake. So do we have confirmation before sending the assignments, or can we edit after we post something on discussion or something that we send the teacher or instructor? And do we get warnings? Do the students get warnings when leaving the course site? The sixth one is technical and physical effort. So is everything done and conducted like manually, or the system offers voice recognition, word predictions, built-in assistive technologies like limited use of external links, embedded multimedia assistive technologies, or browser capability checkers? And here is especially important if you want to use Web 2 tools, Web 2.0 tools. So are they embedded in the system, or does it allow the instructor or users to integrate such tools? And one of the most important parts for instruction design is the learner community and support. Does the system offer study groups, collaboration tools, one-on-one study, etc.? And does it give helpful links to support services like technical support, or in case of a kind of crash, does it give opportunity for the students to access to or to reach the technical staff? And finally, the eighth principle is the instructional climate. So the system allows involvement in discussion forums, Is there a regular email contact with the students, like professor and students relationship? Is it possible to work on like tutoring systems, like one-on-one consultation? So, having checked all these points of Universal Instructional Design Principles by Burgstahler, we can start the Canvas website. So here is the Canvas website that I will use for education technology course. So this is the course that I added here. So it's easy to use. When you come to your main page, you will see the courses that you are assigned or you are teaching. So I click on educational technology. Here we have the main page. On the left side, as you see, these are the universal menu points. These will appear for every kind of user and instructors. Here is your personal choices. You can delete or remove or add these categories as you wish, in line with your needs and your classroom needs, student needs. So let's start with the first one, announcements. When you click on announcements part, you can easily create announcements here. So when you write your announcements, it's even possible to make allow liking. So students can like your announcements. This is a kind of something to decrease the transactional distance. Enable podcast feeds. Students can reply in podcast feeds, which is again very important for decreasing transactional distance. And you can send any kind of posts, announcements here. We also have the announcements part, assignments section here. The good thing is it's quite collaborative. You can assign tasks for individual students, or you can do it for group work. So if I click on it, you will see allow self sign up, so students can choose their own groups, or I can do it manually by splitting students into groups. This is amazing, I guess. And when students submit their assignments tasks, you can allow them to use text entry only, website URLs, file uploads, etc. So you have a lot of options here. If you click on this, it will require peer review. This is again amazing, and then you can easily set the time or due date here. Then we have the discussions, and in discussions you can pinpoint the most important discussion on the top of the discussion list. You can allow two kinds of discussions here. The first one is a platform where every user can comment. The second one is students cannot comment on each other, but they can only do it for the instructor. So you can easily make closed discussions or open discussions. I think this is another amazing tool. When you come to grades, so you can follow all the students here with details. When any kind of exam is conducted and the grades are entered, here you will see a lot of analytics. When you click on people, you will be able to add any kind of students here. These are my students in this class. And you can add people here. Beyond adding students, you can also add like teachers, teaching assistants, designers, observers. So it's all possible. Students can only see their own situation and progress, while others like teacher, TA, designer, observer can follow all students at the same time. So any kind of files can be uploaded here, it's okay. Instructors can share their syllabus. Another good thing I like about Canvas is the outcomes part. So by using rubrics here, one can easily upload rubrics here, and your rubrics will match with the learning outcomes, learning goals, which is something amazing. So in the quizzes part, you can add up any quiz here you want. Even for quizzes, you can set up outcomes as I showed here. And at the end of the course, you can see which students like accomplish the goals of the lessons or courses. So you can turn this into kind of personalized learning. You can follow students' progress. You can see their weak and strong points. So if you want to make questions or quizzes here, you can use multiple choice, true or false from the blank, multiple blanks, multiple answers, drop downs, matching, like formula question, essay, open-ended. As you see, there are lots of opportunities for any kind of formative and summative assessment. Plus, by using the menu here, the options here, one can easily write high-order questions in line with Bloom's taxonomy. So we have the conferences tool here. So if you click on the conferences, you can connect Zoom, Big Blue button, or any kind of things, and you can even say to choose a duration, and you can enable a recording, and your students will automatically be invited, and they will be able to attend the conference or course or live Zoom for distance learning. We are using this for departmental courses. And in the collaborations part, look, for example, free online web tools like Google Docs. So you can add any kind of docs here, Google Docs or some other Web2 tools for collaboration. You just need to add them here. For example, by choosing some students here, 3 of them are chosen here. If I click on start collaborating, these students will have their own Google Doc automatically assigned for these 3 students. You can see here, and they can collaborate here. Google Docs is an example, so you can add here any kind of documents you want. You can follow student attendance here. Another strong point of Canvas is it's easy to add all kind of external links and applications, and even you can put them in your main personal category part, your menu bar. For example, we are using Zoom, and it's already here. So when you click on it, authorize, and now you can start Zoom courses here, schedule a new meeting, and then your students will get a notification. We have added Edpuzzle, for example. As you know, you can upload YouTube videos here, and any minute you can just stop and write a question, and your students can watch it, and they have to answer that question to continue watching. In the settings bar, you can see statistics and everything here. Plus, you have the student view. If you click on student view, you will see how students or what students see on your screen to make sure that everything is all right, everything looks well and as you planned. For example, we have incorporated Edpuzzle, Padlet, Roll Call, Turnitin app, Zoom, etc. You can add more apps here. If you click on this, see some LTI tools that work great with Canvas. Just click on here, you will see around 500 tools, Web2 apps that can be really helpful for collaboration, high order learning and instruction. Look, we have almost 400 apps here. So just click on them, choose them, and they will be available in Canvas system. A lot of things like Flipgrid videos, Vimeo videos, peer captive for peer group peer feedback, etc. So it's quite effective in incorporating other tools as well. With all these things, you can also have your calendar here to see the upcoming meetings, courses, etc. And the message inbox part will help you to get emails from students, to write them easily here. It is good that you get the notification. You have 1, 2, 3 here when you get any kind of email from students. So if you turn back to our 8 principles by Burgstahler, we can see that the canvas has a couple of missing points, like it doesn't have translator, it doesn't have search button, so you cannot search things. It doesn't have only text-only interface. It doesn't have text-to-speech. Use, and it doesn't have voice recognition system or word prediction system. Other than that, Canvas includes all of these principles and their subcategories. So, thank you.